Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the 8-inch bench grinder. On the left-hand side here, we have the wire wheel. That is just going to be used if you have paint on something or rust or something and you want to get it off. That is what that is going to be used for. On the right-hand side here, we have the bench grinder. That is going to be used to maybe sharpen a drill bit if you have some weld spatter on something. If you want to round maybe the head of a screw out, that's what you're going to be using this guy for. We also have our tool rests or our guards. If you know, maybe you can be used to rest a tool on, or and the other main reason is to make sure that you are being safe. It's 1/16 inch off of the wheel. That's very important. Basically just to keep anything from any fingers or anything going under and getting stuck. When you are operating this equipment, you want to make sure that you are always wearing your safety glasses. That is very important. We also have our gloves here. You want to make sure that you're wearing your gloves. Also a leather jacket or a welding jacket, whatever you have, you want to make sure that you are also wearing this when you are using your wire wheel. The reason for that is that sometimes some of the wires can shoot off and hit you in the chest, and we don't want that to happen and any of you guys getting hurt, so we're going to make sure that we're just being safe. So in today's demo, I'm just going to be using a screw. When you are doing this on this specific tool, the wheel is going to be going downwards, so you want to make sure that you are going upwards and you're not going down. You don't want to force the tool. You also want to make sure that you are holding it with a firm grip, not too hard, but you just want to hold it good enough grip in case something would happen. You don't want to, you know, again, go down with it. Not that that should happen anything because you have your guard there, so you should be safe. Also, you want to make sure that you are not using it on this, grinding anything on the side of the wheel. This is, if it's designed to do that, that's fine. This one is not, so I'm going to be grinding in front of the wheel. When you are done with this tool, you want to make sure to clean up any mess that you made, just to keep it safe for future, and also it's just good to clean up after yourself. To turn it on, we have an on and off switch, fairly simple. So let's go ahead and get started with our demo. Alrighty, now that I have my safety equipment on, we're gonna go ahead and get started with our demo. I have my safety glasses on, my jacket, and some gloves. As you can see, this screw has got a bit of paint on it, so I'm gonna use that off with the grinder, or excuse me, the wire wheel, and then kind of round out the sides of it with the grinder. So let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with the wire wheel. That paint off. Now I'm going to go ahead and use Alright, that's not perfect, but let's see if you can see that. Kind of. I've rounded out the sides a little bit just to give you a demonstration. And that is how you use the bench grinder with a wire wheel.